Guys, welcome to Wager Wars Week 11, where George and I go head-to-head each week with our NFL best bets. And for the first time since we started this competition, George now has a lead. It's $41, George. How do you feel about finally catching up to me?
$41 is not the lead that I was looking for. However, this week, all the bets that I have put in are juiced up. The lines will get me a 1,000-point lead, and that's exactly what my plan of action is.
All right, George, why don't you tell me what your picks are for this week then?
My first pick for Wager Wars this week is going to be a Zay Flowers anytime touchdown. Those odds are coming in at plus 240 on FanDuel. The reason why I like Zay Flowers to score a touchdown this week versus the Bengals is because his production has gone up. His targets have gone up. And in the past 3 games, he's accumulated 24 receptions. No touchdowns, which means that the Ravens are looking to keep that young rookie happy. Expect a Zay Flowers touchdown. A $100 bet will return you $340. My second pick this week for Wager Wars is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles at an alternate spread of minus 2.5. You can find those odds at plus 158 on FanDuel. I love the Eagles here in this situation. I think that I love the Eagles here in this situation. I think that the Kansas City Chiefs have one of the worst run defenses in the league, and I expect the Eagles to do the exact same thing they did last Super Bowl, which was control the clock and have a chance to win the game late. I do think this game comes down to a field goal. I'm calling it now. The Eagles kick a field goal to win the game by 3. A $100 bet on this will return you $258. My third and final pick for Wager Wars this week is going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars, also at another alternate spread, that spread being minus 9.5. Those odds are coming in at plus 134 on FanDuel. The Jaguars, sure, they laid an egg to now what is the best defense in the league. The acquisitions that the 49ers made were very timely, and not only timely, but it put them in position to dominate that game versus the Jaguars. However, when you have a team that has a high functioning offense, which Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne, once they are going at full capability, there is no other show like it in the NFL. Travis Etienne had a very quiet game last week, so I'm expecting him to run all over the weak-ass Titans. The Titans are a team right now that you've put into the same category as the Giants. You never want to be in the same category as the Giants. You gotta love taking the Jacksonville Jaguars minus 9.5. A $100 bet on this will return you $234. This week, with all my bets put in, I can return $832.
All right, guys, let's hop into my picks for week 11. I'm taking a little bit more risk this year, and I'm Mr. Moneyline this week. Usually, I'm taking some spreads and some totals. I'm trying to mix things up, but we're trying to get back a bit of this lead, but I found stuff that I just liked enough, so let's be Mr. Moneyline. We're going to go Steelers first quarter moneyline at plus 160. There was EV on this. And I mean, do I believe in the Pittsburgh Steelers? I mean, just a little bit. I don't believe in their offensive play calling. I actually believe in the players more than anything. However, I didn't believe in Cleveland, and I still don't believe in Cleveland. They can be a bit inconsistent, a little wishy-washy with their starts. I think Pittsburgh can get a win here, but it's a two-way line. So if it pushes, we're good. Now, always keep that in mind. If you're betting a money line in the first quarter, it can always push. If it's 7-7-0-0-3-3, you get your money back. So it's a bit of a safer play here. Now, I could have juiced this up and gone for the spread, but like I said, there was EV on this already. Why risk it? Now, a $100 bet here will pay back $260. My second bet is Vikings money line. They're plus 110 here. I don't think they're frauds. I think they're legit. They might be a threat. Josh Dobbs looks good. He's doing stuff. But the public seems to not really like them so much, and the books are making them an underdog yet again. I don't think so. Denver, I think, last week showed us some stuff in Buffalo, but Buffalo also made terrible choices, like play calling, too many men on the field. Like, come on, I can count to 12, let's be honest. So I'm expecting Denver to be tired, a little run down. I'm expecting, Josh Dobbs and his lack of eyebrows to do his thing. I mean, he's less wind resistance. There's no hair there. Just a $100 bet here will return $210. And next up, and because George had this, and I'm like, maybe we get the one here. Maybe we can watch George just sweat it out. Philadelphia Eagles money line. I like them over Kansas City. Everything George said is completely correct for this game. However, we're going to attack the money line here. I liked the chance, maybe they do get a big lead. And then I thought, why don't we just take the money line and just be a little conservative? We are attacking plays with, higher odds. There's a lot of plus lines in here. I'm more of like a minus 110 guy. I take stuff that has an EV and we build up over time. That's how we've done this competition so far, but I need to get my lead back. So we're going to hop right on this one. At plus 135, a $100 bet will return 235. And this week, I have the chance to win $705, one of the highest amounts, that I've gone after. But, I'm Mr. Moneyline this week. Let's get the value.
Rob, although we agreed on the Eagles, the pick that I am seeing from you consistently is the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this first quarter versus the Browns, paint the picture for me, because to me, the Pittsburgh Steelers are one of the biggest frauds in the league. As a matter of fact, they've won all of their games by 8 points or less, and they've been outgained in every game that they've played.
Yeah, in this situation, I'm literally just looking at what the EV screen says, and there's value on it, and I just wanted to attack a line that I think might be easy enough because the way Cleveland plays can be really inconsistent. So if Pittsburgh has a good start, this could easily be a smooth first quarter, and then things completely fall off the rails with Matt Canada not knowing what he's doing. I just went for a safe play here. When there's EV on a line like this, I'll take it.
Zay Flowers scoring a touchdown. We've seen Odell Beckham score 2 touchdowns before Zay Flowers gets to 2 touchdowns. Does that surprise you?
Nothing surprises me anymore, especially with this Baltimore team that I thought was just an absolute clown show. Turns out I'm the clown, so I'm not going to say a word.